Hello again, IELTS champion. I'll share the strategies for you to ace the IELTS speaking part 3. The IELTS speaking part 3 usually lasts for 4 to 5 minutes. You will be asked questions by the examiner about the subject you covered in part 2, which is listed on your cue card. These questions will be more abstract to encourage you to explore ideas and concepts rather than just relating facts. This will be more of a conversation between you and the examiner, giving you the chance to develop your ideas or to express your feelings and opinions about the subject. Here are the common types of questions. Number one is opinion. You will be asked about your views or opinions about a certain topic. For example, what's your opinion on the impact of social media on interpersonal relationships? There are many other phrases you could use to give your opinion, such as, in my experience, as far as I'm concerned, speaking for myself, I'd say that, I believe that, in my view, if you asked me, I feel sure that. Number two is hypothetical questions. These are about unreal or imaginary situations. For example, if you could travel back in time, which historical event would you want to witness? To answer a hypothetical question, you'll need to use the conditional. The clue is that the little word if. Next is the compare and contrast. You're asked to compare and contrast the topic given. For example, what is the difference between traditional education with online learning? Here are a few words and phrases to answer this type of questions. If you are going to compare, you may use in the same way, similarly, likewise, comparatively, compared with. If you're going to contrast your idea, you may say conversely, nevertheless, otherwise, on the other hand. Another type of question is all about change. It's about the past and the present. For example, how has life in the past and life today with the advent of the internet? Always remember to use the present and the past tense. Another type of question is all about the future. You may also get a question asking you to speculate about the future. For example, how will technology shape our lives in the next decade? Such questions are designed to test your ability to use future structures. This is another type of question asking for an opinion, but this time you will need to answer using the future tense. And for the last one is all about benefits. It could be the benefits of a particular situation or the benefits of one thing over another. For example, what advantages does multiculturalism bring to society? Use sequence words to structure your answer. Here are a few common ones. Then, next, furthermore, in addition, also, likewise, and less. How are you going to answer the IELTS speaking part 3? Number 1 is to give a direct answer to the question. Define the reason behind your specific point of view. Then, give an example to support your point. It's also okay to discuss your life experiences. And the last one is conclude with a sentence by connecting your ideas and examples to the matter of the question. What are the do's in the IELTS speaking part 3? Speak and explain your ideas with confidence. Even if you are not sure whether your notions are good enough or not, you can still get a band 9. They focus on your usage of a wide range of appropriate vocabulary. Your ability to produce error-free sentences is important as well. Number 2. If you do not understand a question, ask the examiner to repeat it. In this case, you might say, could you please repeat the question? It is better to understand what exactly you are asked from the very beginning than to shy away from it and end up giving an irrelevant answer. Do ask if something isn't clear. We are all human. And the last one is you may need some time to think before answering the question. It is okay to ask for a couple of seconds to collect your thoughts. During this time, you can think of an answer. Try to figure out how to connect your ideas and get ready to give a confident speech. The don'ts in answering. Don't think of saying something that will match the IELTS examiner's ideas. You can talk about your views, even if you feel like the IELTS examiner won't like them. There is no criterion to mark your opinions during the speaking test. Number two, giving memorized answers is not a good idea. You should not provide answers that you have prepared beforehand. The examiner will figure it out from the speed at which you talk, your words, and also your pronunciation. This way, you might even end up giving irrelevant answers, which will result in a low score. Number three, don't give short answers like in part 1. You should provide long and explained answers in 3 or 4 sentences. Try to give some reasons that will define your specific point of view. You can also conclude your speech with your last sentence. And the last one, don't try to overdo it. If you want to use a fancy word, make sure that you know the exact meaning of it. Otherwise, that might reduce your score. If you use a word you are not familiar with, you will more likely use it in the wrong context. It will be out of place and the examiner will reduce your score. Thus, it is better to talk in the words you are comfortable with and use in your everyday life. That's all for the IELTS Speaking Part 3. I wish you good luck.
If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss an update.